There's a spring in the mountain and it flows down to the town.
From NPR Music and heard around the world on the Voice of America, with major funding provided by Bailey and Glasser. Welcome to another Mountain Stage with your host, Larry Gross.
There's a song in my heart, just a simple little tune, but the rhythm and the melody won't leave me alone. Around the world it's just a simple song. This world is turning around a simple song. Well, thank you so much, and welcome once again to Mountain Stage Live Performance Radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. But today, once again, we are on the shores of Lake Superior in Grand Marais, Minnesota, as guests of the North House Folk School. And this is our fourth time to come up here, and we love it so much. One of the most beautiful places in the world. I think you're going to love this show, too. Coming out later, one of America's great singer-songwriters who's celebrating his 50th year in music, Mr. Chris Smither, will be here. Also, a young duo and their band, the David Wax Museum, is back on the Mountain Stage. You're going to like them. And one of America's great songwriters, and most successful songwriters, who lives down in the Twin Cities, Dan Wilson, is here with us. And speaking of songwriters, two of Nashville's great songwriters, Don Henry and John Vesner, called the Juans, will be out a little bit later during this hour. But to start us out, we welcome back a man who's been with us 3 times on the Mountain Stage, but it's been too long since his last visit. If you love banjo music, or if you want to find out about banjo music, then there are 3 figures in the last 60 years you need to know. You need to know Earl Scruggs. You've heard of Earl Scruggs, of course. And you need to know Bela Fleck. You've heard of Bela Fleck. And you also need to know about this man right over here named Tony Trischka. He's kind of in between the other two. And he was a big influence on Bela Fleck. And nowadays, nobody's surprised when you come out and take the banjo and play other kinds of music besides bluegrass and old time and country. But there was a time when that wasn't the case. And here's one of the men who was an innovator and took the banjo places it had not been before. He started playing banjo back in the 60s, got into groups then, and has been in one group or the other of his own or others ever since the mid-60s. He was IBMA Banjo Player of the Year once, and he also has done some theater way back in the 70s. He did The Robber Bridegroom, and just a couple of years ago, he did Shakespeare in the Park. He was one of the leaders of the music for that in New York City with As You Like It. He's got a new record, and boy, it's a good one. It's a fun one. A lot of folks guest with him, and some of them are here tonight. It's called Great Big World. Please welcome Tony Trischka's Great Big World.
Thanks very much. Thank you. We flew to Charleston, West Virginia this morning and realized we'd made a terrible mistake, and we just barely got here on time. So anyway, it's a great pleasure to be up here in northern Minnesota. In fact, our fiddle player is a Minnesotan himself and can sing in Swedish. Oh, he can sing in Swedish, but he won't be doing that in our show tonight. I'm sorry about that. Please give a great big hand to Mr. Brian Wickland over here on the fiddle.
Tack så mycket.
And our mandolin player will have been here 3 times in a row this year. He was here earlier with Joy Kills Sorrow. He's going to be here with the Yonder Mountain String Band in November, I think it is. And he's here with us right now. An amazing, amazing mandolin player, Mr. Jake Jolliffe. And we have a Wisconsinite back here on the bass. Do we have some Wisconsinians out there? A few? Okay, good. And I just met this gentleman yesterday. We'd never met, and we've never even rehearsed. He's just winging this whole thing tonight. He's really an amazing bass player. Mr. Kevin Rao over there. We're going to do a tune from an album that was a Grammy-nominated album, actually called the Double Banjo Bluegrass Spectacular, even though there's just one banjo player here right now. And it's a tune called the Bon Aqua Blues. Kevin Rao on the bass. All right, we'd like to do an Emily Dickinson poem for you right now. Just changing course here. Yeah, I was invited to perform in Emily Dickinson's bedroom. No. Let me rephrase this. This was earlier this year. They started doing podcasts, and Emily wasn't there early this year from just to get people who write poems and sing songs and play banjos to have some creative things going on in her bedroom. Maybe I should just start over again. Anyway, so I figured what I wanted to do is on the drive up there, my wife Asunta drove me up in her Fiat, and I was writing banjo music like this to one of her poems. And so I'd like to dedicate this to my wonderful wife Asunta, without whom this song would not have been written. And as if by a miracle, we are joined by someone from the David Wax Museum. And she just found out about this yesterday, that she was going to sing this, and has learned it. Please welcome Suze Slezak. Frequently, the woods are pink.
Frequently the woods are pink, frequently are brown, frequently the hills undress behind my native town. Oft ahead is crested, I was wont to see, and as oft a cranny where it used to be. And the earth, they tell me, on its axis turned, wonderful rotation, by but 12 performed. Oft ahead is crested, I was wont to see, and as oft a cranny where it used to be. And the earth, they tell me, on its axis turned, wonderful rotation, by but 12 performed.
Thank you.
Suze Slezak. Thank you so much. That first tune we did is called The Danny Thomas, and that's from this new Great Big World album. And I'm going to do another tune, a solo tune that I did originally on the album with a string trio, flute, and clarinet, and none of these guys can play those instruments well, except this one guy here. So I'm just going to do this solo. It's called Lost. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to do another tune from the new album. And we just, Frequently the Woods Are Pink. This is called the Purple Trees of Colorado. I had written this song and was about to perform it for the first time walking on stage out in San Francisco. And just as I was about to go out, I didn't have a name for it. And there was a woman sitting right there. And I said, she was a friend of mine. I said, what should I call this? She said, Purple Trees of Colorado. Without hesitating, I said, okay. And then I decided I'd write some lyrics for it. And suddenly, what? So I actually came up with some lyrics, and Mr. Jacob Jolliffe will sing them for you now.
takes wing. Rover rides the old front range, dreaming of the past. Spurs along the crimson horse, the time is fading fast.
Jacob Jolliffe on the mandolin and vocal right there, Brian Wicklund on the fiddle, Kevin Rao bass, and one of the world's great banjo players, Mr. Tony Trischka. That's Tony Trischka's Great Big World. And that is the name of his new CD on Rounder. It's called Great Big World, and you heard a little bit from that and some other things too, Tony Trischka. By the way, if you are a banjo player, you should know that Tony has 15 instructional books, and a series of CDs. And he also has the Tony Trischkas School of Banjo, an advanced interactive online instructional site. And in 2011, he musically directed and co-produced Give Me the Banjo on PBS. Very talented man, Tony Trischka. Great to have him back on the mountain stage. It's time for the Mountain Stage Band and Julie Adams. And looking out there, you people look like Government Mule fans to me. And Julie has a Government Mule song to do, written by Warren Haynes, one of their most famous songs, as a matter of fact. Mountain Stage Band is, as always, Ron Soule back there on the acoustic guitar, Ryan Kennedy on the electric guitar, Michael Lipton on the electric guitar, Bob Thompson is right there on the keyboards, Ahmed Solomon is our drummer, Steve Hill plays the bass, and here with Soul Shine, please welcome Julie Adams.
When you can't find the light that guides you through a cloudy day, and when the stars ain't shining bright and it feels like you lost your way, when the candle lights of home burn so far away, well, you got to let your soul shine, just like my daddy used to say. He used to say, soul shine, it's better than sunshine, better than moonshine, damn sure better than rain. Yeah, now people don't mind, we all feel this way sometimes. You got to let your soul shine, shine till the break of day. I grew up thinking that I had it made, gonna make it on my own. But life can take the strongest man and make him feel so alone. Now and then I get a cold wind blowing through my aching bones. I think back to what my daddy said. He said, child, in the darkness before the dawn, you let your soul shine. It's better than sunshine, oh, better than moonshine, damn sure better than the rain. And now people don't mind, we all feel this way sometimes. You got to let your soul shine, shine till the break of day. Sometimes a man can feel this emptiness, like a woman has robbed him of his very soul. Oh, but a woman too, God knows she can feel like this. Yeah, but when your world feels so cold, you got to let your spirit take control. got to let your soul shine, shine till the break of day. It's better than sunshine, better than moonshine, damn sure better than rain. And now people don't mind, we all feel this way sometimes. You got to let your soul shine, shine till the break of day.
Julie Adams Mountain Stage Band, little Government Mule, Warren Haynes song right there. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Major funding for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser, LLP, a law firm born in West Virginia with offices in Charleston, Morgantown, D.C., Boston, Alabama, Illinois, and Delaware, handling complex trials, appeals, and transactions nationwide. More information at baileyglasser.com. Additional support provided by the Charleston, West Virginia Convention and Visitors Bureau, showing the world why Charleston is hip, historic, and almost heaven. Your adventure starts online at charlestonwv.com. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. There's a lot of ways to reach us here at Mountain Stage. Our email address is larry@mountainstage.org. You can also connect with us on Facebook. You can ask us anything on Tumblr. You can hear our Song of the Week on Stitcher. All of these links are at our website, mountainstage.org. You can hear Mountain Stage guest performances, including songs that we can't fit into the radio broadcast, at NPR Music Online. That address, npr.org/Mountain Stage. Well, we still got a lot of great music coming up on this edition of Mountain Stage here in Grand Marais, Minnesota. Chris Smither will be out during our next hour. David Wax Museum. You already had a little sneak peek with Suze on that last song. And the Don Juans are still to come. But right now, I'm really, really happy and excited to welcome the man you see up here beside me. Last time we saw him on the Mountain Stage was 22 years ago. He was but a child. He came out of the Twin Cities in a group that was really good called Trip Shakespeare, if you remember that band. After that, he went on to another very, very successful rock band, Semisonic, also out of the Twin Cities. Well, you know, since then, and since those bands called it quits, he hasn't been sitting around doing nothing exactly. He is one of the most sought-after songwriters in the world, and he's also a very sought-after producer. Who, you ask, has he written songs with and for? Oh, John Legend, Natalie Maines, the Dixie Chicks, Taylor Swift, Pink, Dierks Bentley, Jason Mraz, Mike Doty, Keith Urban. If I read all of them on these pages, it would be the end of this show. So I'm going to stop there. And another one that he shared a Grammy for, was a young lady you might have heard of named Adele. Her album 21, he co-wrote and co-produced Someone Like You and two other songs. He's going to give you a little sample of his talent because he has a brand new CD, solo CD called Love Without Fear. He's brought a friend with him. Welcome, if you would, right now, Mr. Dan Wilson.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. A song can be about anything, about the second grade, or the TV news, or how the world turns around with or without you, or how we first met on the warmest day, and how I followed you until you asked my name, or how we must have been together in a life before, or how you used to love me but you don't even know me anymore, how you used to love me but you don't even know me anymore, or how you used to love me but you don't even know me anymore. A song can be about anything, about peace or war, or the sands of industry, or the discontents of fame, or of obscurity, or how we first met on the warmest day, and how I hadn't planned to love someone until you came, or how we must have been together in a life before, or how you used to love me but you don't even know me anymore, how you used to love me but you don't even know me anymore, or how you used to love me but you don't even know me anymore, or how you used. How we met on the warmest day. I hadn't planned to love someone until you came. A song can be about a dream of what we're waiting for, or how you used to love me but you don't even know me anymore, or how you used to love me but you don't even know me anymore, or how you used to love me but you don't even know me anymore, how you used to love me but you don't even know me anymore. A song can be about anything. Thank you. That song makes a bold claim. A friend of mine, though, pointed out to me that in the end, that song that claims that a song can be about anything is kind of about what all the other songs are about. Love or lack of, same. But it's funny because being a songwriter and traveling around and writing with people, I get an impression of what people feel like they want to say and what people almost feel like they have to say. The name Dierks Bentley came up. I wrote a song called Home with Dierks Bentley. And when Dierks and I and Brett Beavers were done writing it, thank you. When we were done writing it, we were real proud of ourselves. It's kind of a patriotic song that isn't about how you're not a patriot and I am. It's sort of more like, what an awesome place we live in. And I was really happy with the result. And when we finished the song, Dierks said to me, I'm just so happy about that song. It's just so great to write a song without a truck in it. and I said, I did what you did. I was like, ha, 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 ha. No, he said, no, I'm serious. And I have a streak of songs many years long without any trucks in them, so maybe if I'm going to live up to the promise of that last song, I better write a song about a truck pretty soon. Love and fear, those are like the topics that come up a lot for me, and this next song is no exception. It's called Love Without Fear. It's the title song of my new album. And Brad Gordon and I are going to play it for you. You meet a lot of lonely people on the road, get a little scared, throw you to the wolves. You see a lot of perfect strangers in your room, get a little close, run away soon. All I want in this life of mine, someone to take my hand, walk with me side by side. All I need in this world of tears, someone to give me time and love without fear. Give me time and love without fear. You see a lot of silent partners in this game, standing to the side, waiting with a claim. You meet a lot of empty airships in this sky, silver on blue, take it for a ride. All I want in this life of mine, someone to take my hand, walk with me side by side. All I need in this world of tears, someone to give me time and love without fear. All I want in this life of mine, someone to take my hand, walk with me side by side. All I need in this world of tears, someone to give me time and love without fear. Give me time and love without fear. Give me time and love without fear. Love without fear. Thank you. This next one that Brad and I are going to do is a semisonic song, and I guess the only thing I'm going to say about that is beware including any technological elements in your lyrics, because time passes, and eventually it sounds awfully dated, but then worse, people don't know what you're even saying. The second verse of this song talks about, the whole song is called Singing in My Sleep, and it's about falling asleep listening to a mixtape from a friend. What? What's that, you say? No, I know, I can see from your number of glasses you're wearing that some of you know what a mixtape is. Anyway, I got a pair too. All right, Singing in My Sleep. Got your tape and it changed my mind. Heard your voice in between the lines. Come around from another time where nobody ever goes. All alone on the overpass, wired and phoned to a heart of glass. Now I'm falling in love too fast. With you are the songs you chose. And all the stars sing to me, say the promise you long to keep. I can hear you sing it to me in my sleep. I can hear you sing it to me in my sleep. I've been living in your cassette. It's the modern equivalent. Singing up to a Capulet on a balcony in your mind. In the city the lion sleeps. Pray to Sony my soul to keep. Were you ever so bright and sweet? Did you ever look so nice? All the stars dream for me. Oh, sounds dream for me, dive me down in so, so deep. Can hear you sing it to me in my sleep. I can hear you sing it to me in my sleep. I can hear you, I can hear you, I can hear you sing it to me in my Thank you. When I wrote that line, pray to Sony, my soul to keep, I was so proud of myself. And nobody's said a damn word about it since then. You're the only people that have ever laughed when I said it. You are my people. This next song is called Disappearing. It's about all the same old stuff. I had a dream about you, real as my own hand. We were side by side while the boats rolled by the bright summer sand. I had to cry when I woke up, for life is truly cruel, and cruelest to those who love and who can't stay true. Some nights I feel like I'm watching your red tail lights disappearing. Some nights I feel like I'm watching your red tail lights disappearing. Ooh. I could see the future out so far, like a county fair balloon, red and rising in a blue, blue sky, until there's only blue. You might be a fool for your love, she may rule your every move, but if you let her slip away from you, you might be nothing but a fool. Some nights I feel like I'm watching your red tail lights disappearing. Some nights I feel like I'm watching your red tail lights disappearing. Disappearing you. Ooh, ooh. Disappearing me. Ooh, ooh. Disappearing. Yeah. All right, Brad and I are going to do one more. Thank you very much. It also goes for like the notes you sing. It's kind of hard to get away from the couple of things you're really into. I have this one series of notes that I just can't seem to get away from. And don't worry, this isn't going to be a musicological test or something. It's it's like 1 8 7, like Bali High may call you, or what else has that? Oh yeah, exactly. Somewhere, oh, it's like the happy octave and the crazy sad seventh. I just can't get away from it. Like I wrote a song with the Dixie Chicks, Not Ready to Make Nice. It goes, forgive the octave, sounds good. Bali High. I know who I want to take me home. You guys can sing the choruses with me and we'll do that thing that I like so much. Closing time, open all the doors and let you out into the world. Closing time, turn all of the lights on over every boy and every girl. Closing time, one last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey or beer. Closing time, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home, take me home. Closing time, time for you to go out to the places you will be from. Closing time, this room won't be open till your brothers or your sisters come. So gather up your jackets, move it to the exits. I hope you have found a friend. Closing time, every new beginning comes from some other beginning. And yeah, I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. Take me home. Closing time, time for you to go out to the places you will be from. How about Chestnuts Road, stand on an open fire, Keep singing, okay? Take me home. Closing time. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.
From right here in the Twin Cities, right down in the Twin Cities, Mr. Dan Wilson ending up with one of Semisonic's hits, Closing Time. Written so many great songs over the years. Oh, yes. Dan Wilson and his new band, the Happy Octaves. And his people. Yeah. Along with Brad Gordon on the keyboards there, Mr. Dan Wilson, and you heard some tunes from Love Without Fear, Dan's latest solo album, Love Without Fear. We are up in Grand Marais, Minnesota, and we are guests of the North House Folk School, as we have been for 4 years now. Wherever you are, I suggest you check out Grand Marais, one of the most beautiful places in the world. And if you are interested in traditional folk crafts, you cannot find a better place to learn about them than here year-round at North House Folk School, especially Scandinavian crafts and Native American, everything from wood to fabric to pottery. Is great. They do great things here, teach great things. Find out about all of it at northhouse.org. Well, Dan Wilson was twice a Grammy winner, and now we're going to follow him with some more Grammy winners. We had all of these Grammys on our mantelpiece. Can't remember what they look like, and believe me, I'll never find out what they look like. But these guys know. They won a Grammy for the great song, country song, Where Have You Been? And they have been songwriters and friends and co-songwriters since the 80s, and they've gotten together now to do a duo called the Don Juans. I'm talking about Mr. Don Henry and Mr. John Vesner, the man who brought Mountain Stage up to North House Folk School. He started a thing here called Unplugged, and they haven't made a recording together yet, but I'm sure that'll happen along. They are going out this winter to do a Christmas tour along with Sally Barris called A Winter's Tale, and after they're done, I'll tell you about their last albums, solo albums, and albums with other folks. We're so happy to welcome to the Mountain Stage, for the first time together, the Don Juans.
Well, what do you think so far? I'm so glad that they put us up after somebody that doesn't play very well, and then somebody else that doesn't have any hits. Really, that's real easy to do something that everybody knows and likes. I mean, don't you think that's a little cheap? Well, this is for the other part of our show now. Well, I'm John Vesner. This is my good friend and buddy, and probably my best buddy in the world, and co-writer, and one of my favorite songwriters, Mr. Don Henry. I find it kind of interesting that Don finally wore a dress shirt and we're on radio. So
I really play well on radio. I look good.
Yeah. If it wasn't for North House, I wouldn't have any clothes at all. Well, we're going to start out with a song that I wrote with Janice Ian. This song Janice recorded, and my wife Kathy recorded it, and I recorded it, and I like my version best. And then John Mellencamp recorded it, but he decided to write a third verse and take the bridge out. So we created a new song, and so there's a song that sounds a lot like this one on his record, but it's a little different. I am master and slave, I am sunlight and shadow, I am all roads to the river. I am lost, I am saved, I am beloved and betrayed. All roads to the river, and the river runs wide, and the river runs deep, and the spit in the eye of safe company. Gonna dive right down to the undertow, deeper I drown, higher I'll go. I am whispering dreams, I am howling revolutions, I am all roads to the river. I am Valentine sweet, I am every mother's nightmare. All roads to the river, and the river runs wide, and the river runs deep, and a spit in the eye, safe company. Gonna dive right down to the undertow, deeper I drown, higher I'll go. I dream of still water, silent and clear, but I run for the thunder that'll drown my feet. And the river runs wide, and the river runs deep, and a spit in the eye of safe company. Gonna dive right down to the undertow, deeper I drown, higher I'll go, deeper I drown, higher I'll go.
This is a song that John and I wrote together. That's all I got.
You see why I play with them.
this town through older eyes. It's grown much too fat to recognize. There's a freeway up and the park's torn down. There's not a soul that I know around. Has anybody seen Amy in her 10 bare feet on the summertime streets? Can her kiss still turn the winter warm? Or is she just a figment of what I recall of yesterday's love? Has anybody seen Amy anymore?
Can't see the stars through the neon lights, but there's still a crowd where the boys hung out at night. Songs I hear from those teenage cars still got the beat, but they're lost at home. Has anybody seen Amy in her 10 bare feet on the summertime streets? Can her kiss still turn the winter warm? Or is she just a figment of what I recall of yesterday's love? Has anybody seen Amy anymore?
Feel your age when you face the fact you can always go home, but you can never go back. Oh, has anybody seen Amy in her 10 bare feet on the summertime streets? Can her kiss still turn the winters warm? Or is she just a figment of what I recall of yesterday's love? Has anybody seen Amy anymore? Has anybody seen Amy anymore? Has anybody seen Amy?
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, it's you might find this very hard to believe, but it's some people don't always get it when, like Don and I live in Nashville. I'm from Minnesota, but and dang proud of it, but to tell somebody, hey, listen, I want you to come and do this gig. Where is it? Well, you have to fly into Minneapolis if the weather's good, and you have to get in there. If you get there, then it's just 6 hours after that. Well, it's right below the Canadian border. Well, what's the weather like? Well, summer fell on Saturday this year.
So beautiful, cold or warm, it's beautiful out there. Yeah, right on. We're going to do this tune that I wrote with my friend Philip Coleman in Nashville, and we wrote it about 17 years ago when a young lady by the name of Miranda Lambert was probably 9 years old. So we didn't really write it for her or anybody. We just wrote it because we write songs. And many years later, they tell me it was on the radio last summer a bit. I don't know. I think I was on the road a lot, and I took my chances on the push buttons in the radio. And every once in a while, I'd hear, "That's the latest one by Miranda Lambert." So that's as much as I've heard of it. But they tell me it's going on. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Now Ilsa was an acrobat who up and fell in love with that Horatio the human cannonball. A wedding neath the big top tent with barkers, clowns, and elephants, sideshow family oddities and all. The dog-faced boy howled out with joy as the tattooed lady was crying. Ever since the beginning, to keep the world spinning, it takes all kinds of kinds. Now Thomas was a congressman with closets full of skeletons and dresses that he wore on Friday nights. And Phyllis was a pharmacist, a dab of that, a pinch of this, concocted to suppress her appetite. And when the children were fiddling, she'd slip 'em some Ritalin and wait for Thomasina to arrive. Everyone now. Ever since the beginning, to keep the world spinning, it takes all kinds of kinds. Keep it coming. All kinds of kinds. That's right. All kinds of kinds. One more big one. All kinds. Now when I play this old guitar, from children's shows to smoky bars, I take a break and I think about the past. How everybody stared at me when I stood up in geometry and I tossed my text into the trash. I scratched off my number while hitching out under that Bush League population sign. Ever since the beginning, to keep the world spinning, it takes all kinds of kinds. Now some point a finger and let ignorance linger. If they look in the mirror, they'd find. Come on. Ever since the beginning, to keep the world spinning, it takes all kinds of. You don't even have to hold hands, just all kinds of. Unless you want to, I don't. All kinds of. One more for Radioland. All kinds of Thank you very much.
That's your basic country hit, transvestite. If I hear another song about a truck or a transvestite in a country song, I tell you.
You know what they tell you? You got to write what you know.
Believe me, I've roomed with them. I know.
Well,
look at the time.
We got one more for you. I remember the day that we started this song anyway. We were scheduled to write at my house, and John was pretty gloomy when he got there, and I thought we probably wouldn't write that day because he was in a really sad mood about going through some stuff with his grandparents. And the opportunist that I am, I said, we could turn that into a song. But he did tell me the story, and he told me about the Where Have You Been thing, and I said, you know, I've had this little lick sitting around the house for a while. I've been walking around with it going, what if we did Where Have You Been? La, 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 la. And he said, play that again. I played it again, and he filled in those lines with what was missing, and we were off and running, and it was, we won a Grammy in 1991. Can't remember.
And we've literally made tens of dollars on this song, I tell you.
Claire had all but given up when she and Edwin fell in love. She touched his face and shook her head in disbelief. She sighed and said, in many dreams I've held you near, but now at last you're really here. Where have you been? I've looked for you forever and a day. Where have you been? Oh, I'm just not myself when you're away.
He asked her for her hand for life, and he was wanted a salesman's wife. He was home each night by 8, but one stormy evening he was late. Her frightened tears fell to the floor till his key turned in the door. Where have you been? I've looked for you forever and a day. Where have you been? I'm just not myself when you're away.
They'd never spent a night apart. For 60 years she heard him snore.
Now they're in a hospital, in separate beds on different floors.
Claire soon lost her memory and forgot the names of family. She never spoke a word again. Then one day they wheeled him in. He held her hand and stroked her head, and in a fragile voice she said, where have you been? I've looked for you forever and a day.
Where have you been? I'm just not myself when you're away. No, I'm just not myself when you're away. Don Henry.
John Vesner, thank you.
John Vesner and Don Henry, the Don Juans. The Don Juans right there. They will be on tour with a winter show, A Winter's Tale. John, Don, and Sally Barris this winter. Watch for them. John Vesner's last CD is called Cats of the Coliseum, and Don Henry has one along with Sally Barris and Tom Kimmel called the Waymores. And you just heard the Grammy-winning song that was recorded by John's wife, Kathy Mattea. I'd like to say a special hello to you if you are listening right now over KUMD, Duluth, Minnesota, our KNOW, Radio Heartland, Minneapolis, St. Paul. And we hope you will be with us again next time, wherever you are. We'll be coming to you once again from North House Folk School in Grand Marais, Minnesota. Our guests will be David Lindley, Carrie Newcomer, Judith Owen, Pertner Sandstone, and Bill Miller. I'd like to thank Greg Wright here at the North House Folk School and Jessa Frost. And also I'd like to thank Linda Kratt from the Cook County Convention and Visitors Bureau for bringing Mountain Stage back to this beautiful spot, Grand Marais, Minnesota. You're listening to Mountain Stage live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Mountain Stage is supported in part by this station and by West Virginia Public Radio. Hotel accommodations for Mountain Stage guests are provided by the Charleston Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston's retail district. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. Well, thank you so much. Welcome to the second hour of Mountain Stage from the North House Folk School in Grand Marais, Minnesota. During this hour, we're going to be hearing from one of America's greatest singer-songwriters who's celebrating 50 years of songs and stories, Mr. Chris Smither. But we're going to start off this hour with the group you see up here, and they've been on the show a few times before. There are a lot of groups out there and individuals who do Americana music these days, but very few of them, or I don't know of any others, that mix American roots music with Mexican music, and you're going to hear that right now because one of the two folks who started this band, David Wax and his partner, Suze Slezak, are the two at the core, and David spent a lot of time in Mexico, off and on, and picked up a lot of the music from down there. And meanwhile, Suze was getting raised over in Virginia. So put that together and add some other folks, and you got some very interesting music. Their last CD was called Knock Knock, Get Up. It's been a couple of years ago because in the meantime, they collaborated on a little girl named Calliope, who's here. And what a sweetie she is. They'll be on tour a little later on this fall with some friends of ours called Sons of Bill. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, David Wax Museum.
Breathing its last breath in a frying pan. is an old sweet tune. I can't lie, but I've got it good at telling half truth. Vivian, won't you take me in? Vivian, won't you take me in? I know how to end things, but I don't know how to begin. Oh, baby, yeah. It's more good as fiercely as sugar cane. When life's unfolding, your moves swifter than a vampire's fate. You've been awfully kind to this muzzled dog. Lost to see your coastline, and I'm calling to you through a fog. Vivian, won't you take me in? Vivian, won't you take me in? I know how to end things, but I don't know how to begin. Oh, baby, yeah. Vivian, won't you take me in? Vivian, won't you take me in? I know how to write things, but I don't know how to begin. Oh, baby. Thank you so much. Thank you. We're so happy to be here. Well, we're particularly happy to be here because my family's from northern Minnesota, from Duluth. And yeah, that's where my great-grandparents immigrated from Sweden. And the house that my great-grandfather built still in Duluth, still standing. Our family still owns it. And so it's very special to be up here in the North Country. Thanks. As Larry mentioned, we draw a lot of inspiration from Mexican folk music. And for those who are not here but are listening, Sue's just put down her fiddle and picked up a percussion instrument that's unique to Mexico. It's the donkey jawbone. And
Sorry, Radio Land. You can hear its rattling teeth.
we're going to play a song for you that's from Mexico. It was actually a song that was banned by the Catholic Church during the Spanish Inquisition. This was a while ago. This was in the 1760s. And but fortunately, as part of the trial against the song, they wrote down all the lyrics, and they prohibited the playing of the song, but they saved the lyrics and locked them away in an archive. And so the lyrics were rediscovered recently
they put new music to it, and this is our version of it. It's called the Choo Choo Bay.
For every girl there is a boy, for every night there is a day, for every chick there is a time, for every baby a choo-choo bay. If things go well and things go bad, choo-choo bay will never take. If things go well and things go bad, choo-choo bay will set you straight. Priest on the corner, lifted his frock. Priest on the corner, lifted his frock. Showing all of the nuns his choo-choo bay. Showing all of the nuns his choo-choo bay. If things go well, if things go bad, choo-choo bay will never take. If things go well, if things go bad, choo-choo bay will set you straight. Oh, baby, why don't we go make like Jesus is free? Oh, baby, why don't we go make like Jesus is free? One on top of the other, and the nail makes us complete. One on top of the other, and the nail makes us complete. If things go well, if things go bad, choo-choo babe will never take. If things go well, if things go bad, choo-choo babe will set you straight. Oh, we broke way to Havana, drank from the communal cup. He's fighting the Cuban War, that ain't his choo-choo paper. Things go well, or things go bad, choo-choo paper never take. Things go well, or things go bad, choo-choo paper set you straight. Choo-choo babe, choo-choo baby, choo-choo babe, choo-choo baby, choo-choo babe, choo-choo baby, Jumping back and forth between the accordion and the keyboard, everybody, this is my cousin Jordan Wax. We just flew here from Woodstock, New York, where we're working on a brand new record. And we're going to play you a couple brand new songs tonight. This is the first one. It's called Singing to Me. They say the lights make you blind, but I don't buy that. I don't buy that. They say some hearts miss all the signs, but I don't buy that. I don't buy that. 'Cause our eyes locked, and my heart stopped. Then I could see you were singing to me, singing to me. I don't mind that, calling out for you, screaming so loud. But I don't mind that, I don't mind that, 'cause I know this is rock and roll. They can't see. You were singing to me, singing to me, singing to me. You were singing to me. You were singing to me, singing to me, singing to me. You were singing to me. Chatter in the back, talking over the music. You could sing them gold, but they're confusing. Those words you wrote just for me. Don't deny it. Don't deny it. You stand for love in a world of greed. Don't deny it. Don't deny it. You burn like a sun, but not for everyone. You know the sweetest thing. You sing it to me, sing it to me, sing it to me. You sing it to me, you sing it to me, sing it to me, sing it to me. You sing it. Thank you so much. That's Philip Mayer here on the drums from Athens, Georgia. And on the electric bass now with electric guitar, Mr. Greg Glassman here, everybody. Man said to the young man in his wake, the higher up the ladder, the more you feel the wind shake. I am that young man. That young man, the ambitious man said to the young man, following his path, do you ever wonder why you're striving? Or is that a question you're afraid to ask? I am that young man.
said to the young man, though he knew it was useless to preach, you're dying for what's next, but aren't you where you always wanted to be? I am that young man. I am that young man. I am that young man. I am that, am that, I am that young man.
Thank you so much, everyone. The beauty of Mountain Stage, you know, is to meet all the musicians who've played together here tonight. And it's been such a thrill to meet some of these folks and see some of them again. And I got to sing an Emily Dickinson poem with Tony Trischka. And to me, that's a very big deal. So thank you for being part of it and for welcoming us to this incredible place, Grand Marais. For all you in Radio Land, it is so beautiful here, and I hope you can visit it one day too. We're going to play one last song for you. It's called Yes, Maria, Yes. And you can join in. You'll catch on. Thank you so much.
Oh, your broken tail-light eyes, your broken tail-light eyes, your broken tail-light eyes. I get too near, I get too near. Oh, time is counterclockwise, time is counterclockwise, time is counterclockwise. In your rearview mirror, in your rearview mirror. Yes, Marie, yes. No, Marie, no. Your careless heart invites me just to see me go. Oh, yes, Marie, yes. No, Marie, no. Your careless heart invites me just to see me go. Oh, oh, hello, hello, hey. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Invite me into your kitchen. Invite me into your kitchen. Invite me into your kitchen. For me like Roche and armadillo. I talk, 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 you don't listen. I talk, 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 you don't listen. I talk, 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 you don't listen. You've had your fill, you've had your fill. Oh, yes, Marie, yes. No, Marie, no. Your careless heart invites me just to see me go. Oh, yes, Marie, yes. No, Marie, no. Your careless heart invites me just to see me go. Come on, Jordan. Top. Just an afternoon's afterthought, an afternoon's afterthought, an afternoon's afterthought. All you can feel is aftershock. Oh, yes, Marie, yes. No, Marie, no. You can't start about me just to see me go. Oh, yes, Marie, yes. No, Marie, no. You can't start about me just to see me go. Spread is a water fountain. Your mouth is a water fountain. Your mouth is a water fountain. Tell me who a wedding cake and oh, yes, Marie, yes. Get inside of my dreams and see me go. Oh, yes, Marie, yes. No, Marie, no. Get inside of my dreams and see me go. Get inside of my dreams to see me go. Thank you very much.
David Wax Museum. David Wax and Suze Slezak are the folks who started the band. And the last album is Knock Knock, Get Up. You heard some tunes from that one. They will be out in a couple of months. This fall, they'll be out with Sons of Bill. And Suze, as I said, they just had a baby. And Suze is also releasing a lullaby record in early part of next year, so watch for that one. David Wax Museum. Time to welcome our own keyboard player, the man over there behind the electric piano, Mr. Bob Thompson. He's going to do a Percy Heath song called the Arthur Dock Blues. Say hello to Bob Thompson. Find his music at colortones.com. Bob Thompson, the Arthur Doc Blues, right there. You're listening to Mountain Stage Live Performance Radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Major funding for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser LLP, a law firm born in West Virginia with offices in Charleston, Morgantown, D.C., Boston, Alabama, Illinois, and Delaware, handling complex trials, appeals, and transactions nationwide. More information at baileyglasser.com. Additional support provided by the Charleston, West Virginia Convention and Visitors Bureau, showing the world why Charleston is hip, historic, and almost heaven. Your adventure starts online at charlestonwv.com. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. For more information about Mountain Stage, including how to buy tickets or merchandise, you can log on to our website, mountainstage.org. Whether we are at home in Charleston or someplace on the road like we are here in Grand Marais, Minnesota, you can find out and buy tickets right there. Also on our website, if you want to hear something again, or if you missed part of the show, or if you want to tell somebody about it who doesn't get it on their public radio station, you can go to the archives section of Mountain Stage and listen to the show at your will and pleasure. Each podcast includes songs we don't have time to fit on the radio and one finale song. And you can also subscribe to that podcast on iTunes. We're going to finish with a man who is one of our very favorite artists, you can tell. This is his 13th visit to the Mountain Stage. And he started visiting back in 1989, and he had already been playing for a couple of decades by then. He's in his 5th decade of music, and I don't know anybody who doesn't like and respect Mr. Chris Smither. He's got 2 albums now out there. One is a retrospective, a double album, where he re-recorded a lot of his great songs that he's written over the years. And then there's a second, and this tells you how much people respect him. It's a tribute to him, a bunch of other songwriters singing Chris Smither songs. It's called Link of Chain. The retrospective is called Still on the Levee. They're both on Signature Sounds. And who came out when they heard that people wanted to record some of Chris's songs? Well, Bonnie Raitt, Dave Alvin, Loudon Wainwright III, Mary Gaucher, Josh Ritter, Peter Case, Tim O'Brien, Eva O'Donovan, and many more. Because all of these folks and more love and respect Chris and his work over the years. Thank you. He's from down in Louisiana originally, been up in Boston area for a whole long time. And I read a great quote by the Signature Sounds owner, Jim Olson, who said, musically, he's Lightnin' Hopkins and Mississippi John Hurt, and lyrically, he's Leonard Cohen. And listen close, he's one of the greatest poets in all of modern folk music. Please make welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Mr. Chris Smither.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. It's great to be here. It's great to see you. Well, I don't think for pleasure is just hard not to do. My thinking is the measure of how much I need a clue. I'm still flying blind, hoping I might find a way to stop my thinking and open up my mind. I don't see too clearly, I wish you'd show me how. Seeing is believing, I believe I need it now. It comes as no surprise, I can't analyze my usual refusal to open up my eyes. Oh, my feelings hurt me plenty, not feeling hurts me more. Feelings got me kneeling down, wounded to the core. Not feelings got its charms, you find out who it harms when your lover soon discovers you can't open up your arms. It's like being in a prison, you lock yourself inside. Limited perspective, even with eyes open wide. But I can't walk no more through scenes I've seen before. Why don't you come to me, bring a key, just open up the door. It's just love, it's a puzzle, that there is no doubt. You can't do nothing with it, boy, you sure can't do without. Can't learn your part, and you don't know where to start till you quit all your questions and open up your heart. One small suggestion, quit your questions, open up your heart. Thank you. Now, open up your heart. I tried that once. You got a preacher on the corner, he been talking about the devil, but the world's heating up on a whole other level. If you don't want to know it, don't listen, even though it's just a matter of time, for we all gonna blow it through a hole in the sky. What a way to die. And we will die. But you can't get to heaven unless you know the score. Oh, if you don't know nothing, what'd you tell me for? I was better off dumb, sucking my thumb, trying to fit the logic to the medium. You tell me shake it till you make it, but it just don't help me none. Well, yeah. You know it ain't no secret, you can go ahead and shout it. It's in all the papers, you can read all about it on the front page. The story of the age, to keep us all free, they're gonna put us in a cage with a fence on the border to maintain order and the minimum wage. It's hard to find space for all the crap you gotta know just to keep your life together. And if you don't wanna throw out the baby with the bath, you gotta make room. But if you do the math, you'll find out soon enough. You gotta clean up, and that's tough. 'Cause the first thing to go is that life is fair, and the second is you're gonna be a millionaire without working too hard. Lunch is free, that ain't in the cards, that's number 3. Drain your brain, baby, make a little room for me. Just drain your brain, make a little room for me. Can't you drain your brain, make a little room for me? All right. Well, here's one that my mother would have hated. Come with me, I'll guarantee you're the best time you ever had. Ain't no hurry, don't you worry. I ain't evil, I'm just bad. Do you have a taste for danger? Suits me if you do. Come on, baby, don't call me stranger. I'm just like you. If you listen to your mama, you won't never have no fun. I ain't denying, yeah, she's been trying, but she can't see how it's done. Those little shivers are the flavor of everything that she don't understand. Come on, baby, do yourself a favor. Take my hand. If they ask you who you've been with, tell them you ain't got no clue. If they wonder where you going, tell them they'll know as soon as you do. Inside out is my direction. Where and why don't matter, that's for sure. Come on, baby, feel that infection. I'm your cure. 'Cause if you get no satisfaction, you can always go back home again. But if you never check out this action, you will always wonder just what might have been. Let's step out now, cool and steady. Keep your head up, don't be shy. Come on, baby, I think you're ready. So am I. Yes, I think you're ready. So am I. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, if I played a song like that for my mama, she just would, well, she'd look at me a little funny. And she'd give a motherly sigh. She'd say, "Ah, Christopher." She'd say, "Can't you play me something sweet? You know, play me a love song." I'd say, "Mama, that was a love song." One of my best. Oh, yeah. But she would have liked this one. Here you go. I've been blind, she's been kind, yeah, she knows at times I forget to see. Through a cold, dark cloud, imaginary shroud, shadows that settle over me. I once was smart, way back at the start. I offered her my body and my soul. Thought in my heart it would tear me apart, but it made me whole. Keep it simple, keep it clear, that's what we like to hear. She don't argue, she don't analyze. If I say it's so, it's so. She don't want to know if it's a metaphor for something in disguise. She let me know a long time ago, it's better to say just what I mean. Truth to tell, it can hurt like hell, but it keeps me clean. Yes, it keeps me clean. My guiding star, I don't stray far. I keep her in my mind and in my eye. I've been lost before, never anymore. I just look up at my compass in the sky. I had my fears back in the early years, that I'd locked me up and thrown away the key. Lost my mind to those ties that bind, but they set me free. Yeah, they set me free. Yeah, she's fast, I know I'll never last. Boy, she's by me now, but I don't really mind. I ought to know, I move so slow, my shadow often kicks me from behind. But I once was fast, back in the distant past, in a mighty demonstration of my will. I kissed her twice at the speed of light, yes, and time stood still. I kissed her twice at the speed of light, boy, and time stood still. Thank you. Tell me why, boy, the moment you're gone, I can't see anymore. That sun is rising, but it just don't shine. There ain't no light through my door. I flip my switches, I don't turn on. There ain't a flicker, baby, I got no juice today. I had a lighter in my carry-on, but the airline took it away. Well, it ain't just my sight that you stole. My heart's been missing a beat. My wheels are spinning, but they just don't roll. I'm standing dead on my feet. I can't go out, baby, I can't stay home. I'm crying showers, yeah, my mind's a hurricane. I called a taxi about an hour ago. I bet you he's lost in the rain. No mail today, my phone never rings. Nothing works when you're gone. My mind is humming, but my heart won't sing. Hey, baby, can't you please come home? I got time on my hands, I got you on my mind. Got a heart that's beating like $100 Valentine. I know you told me you'd be home by 4, but I just can't take it no more. Oh, I know you told me you'd be home by 4, but I just can't take it no more. All right. All right. Well, here, I'll play you a pathetic little ditty. Let me tell you about Linda Lou. She had a big head, she slept with a hat on. She had a big butt too. She kept me whole with a big heart. She went away, I fell apart. I'm all alone, I'm on my own. Let me tell you about Billie Jean. She had a filthy mind, she worked at the car wash, but she could not come clean. Long as I live, I'm gonna love her to death. She said she'd be back, I don't hold my breath. I'm all alone, I'm on my own. I don't know why, they get a look in their eye and they leave me. They think I don't know what's going on, but believe me, I know they're gone. Let me tell you about Betty Ray. She told me she needed a man. Money's nothing, but that's all she'd say. I couldn't get her to say I do, and now she's gone. The money too, I'm all alone, I'm on my own. I'm gonna find me a better one, one with one name who comes when I call her. We'll have a lot of fun. Be glad to see me when I get home. She'll wag her tail when I bring her bones. I ain't alone. I'm never on my own. I tell you, brother, we're gonna sit together in the evening. We're gonna stick together. We'll never think about leaving. Yeah, what can you say? One more sad-eyed loser. Yeah. Well, let me play one more for you here. This is a song I've been playing for a while, and I promised some people I'd play it tonight. But this is a very New Orleans flavored song. I grew up in New Orleans, and in fact, we went to do this 50-year. I've been writing songs for 50 years. I can't believe it. It's amazing what happens if you keep waking up in the morning. You know. But this song is called "No Love Today," and it's based. The chorus. No, thank you very much. The chorus to this song is based on the street song of the fruit and vegetable man that used to come down the street that I grew up on. And when we went down to New Orleans to record this 50-year retrospective, we had a lot of people come in to help us out, including on this song and a couple of others. The great Alan Toussaint came in to play piano, and he asked specifically if he could play on this song, which was a great, an enormous boon to my ego. But he would have heard these fruit and vegetable men all his life too, you know, growing up down there. But and thank you very much. It's beautiful being here. I've been here for 3 days. It's great. You know, I don't know much when I knew less, and I was heartbroken for the first time. And I was drowning in my tears. I went looking for a lifeline. I was just trying to find some comfort, a simple, tender touch. I was searching for some little cure that would not cost too much. And I could hear that produce wagon on the street. And I could hear that farmer singing as I cried myself to sleep. I got banana, watermelon, peaches by the pound, sweet corn, Merleton, more better than in town. I got okra, enough to choke you, beans of every kind. If hungry is what's eating you, I'll sell you peace of mind. But this ain't what you came to hear me say. And I hate to disappoint you, but I got no love today. I got no love today. I got no love today, no love today. Well, I could not love to save myself from lonesome desperation. Everything I thought was love was worthless imitation. And my concept of commitment was to take all you could give. I thought the cheapest thrills I loved were teaching me to live. But nothing seemed to last or see me through. Nothing but that little song that I still sing for you. I got banana and watermelon, yeah, peaches by the pound. Sweet corn, Merleton, more better than in town. And I got okra, enough to choke your beans of every kind. If hungry is what's eating you, I'll sell you peace of mind. But this ain't what you came to hear me say. I hate to disappoint you, but I got no love today. I got no love today. I got no love today. No love today. I got no love today. None tomorrow, not now, not forever. You can't see what comes for free. I think you much too clever. For your own good, I'll tell you what's right before your eyes. Intelligence is no defense against what this implies. 'Cause in the end, no one will sell you what you need. You can't buy it off the shelf. You got to grow it from the seeds. 'Cause I got banana and watermelon, peaches by the pound. Sweet corn, Merleton, more better than in town. And I got okra, it's enough to choke your beans of every kind. And if hungry is what's eating you, I'll sell you peace of mind. But this ain't what you came to hear me say. And I hate to disappoint you, but I'm gonna disappoint you. I got no love today. I got no love today. I got no love today. No love today. Fresh out.
Mr. Chris Smither, the retrospective is called Still on the Levee, and the tribute record is called Link of Chain. They're both on Signature Sounds. From up in Boston now, grew up down in New Orleans, Chris Smither. Our thanks to Chris Smither, and our thanks to David Wax Museum and to the Don Juans, John Vesner and Don Henry, to Mr. Dan Wilson, and to Tony Trischkas' Great Big World. And our thanks to all of you folks here on the Lake Superior at Grand Marais, Minnesota, the campus of North House Folk School. And our thanks especially to you listening there on the radio. Without you, there'd be no Mountain Stage. We never forget that. We hope you'll be with us again next time. We'll be right here again with David Lindley, Carrie Newcomer, Judith Owen, Pertner Sandstone, and Bill Miller. And if you want to come and learn about some traditional Scandinavian and Native American crafts at one of the most beautiful spots in the world, go to northhouse.org and then come up here to Grand Marais, Minnesota, and visit it yourself. Our thanks to Greg Wright, Jesser Frost, and everybody at North House. People here are great. And also special thanks to Linda Krett and all the folks at the Cook County Convention and Visitors Bureau for helping us come up. And now we're going to get everybody together and do one more song. Mountain Stage is produced by Larry Gross and Adam Harris. Associate producers are Jeff Shirley and Vasily Skouras. Production managers Paul Flaherty. We're engineered by Francis Fisher, Richie Collins, Jim Raines, and Patrick Stevens. The production assistants from Michael Lipton, Joey Ansel, Lance Schrader, and Chris Mead. Photographic services are provided by Brian Blauser. Promotions coordinated by Michael Lipton, Adam Harris, Josh Saul, and Music and Motion Promotions. Lodging is provided by the Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston. Let's go out and hear some live music wherever you are. just as soon as you can. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the mountain state of West Virginia, but here in front of Highway 61. We're gonna do this for you. Here we go. She's got everything she needs. She's an artist. She don't look back. She's got everything she needs. She's an artist. She don't look back. She can take the dark out of the nighttime and paint the daytime black. Chris Smither, here he is.
Well, you will start outstanding, proud to steal anything she sees. Oh, you will start outstanding, proud to steal anything she sees. But you will wind up peeking through a keyhole upon your knee.
Tony Trischka on the banjo. Here he is. Play the mandolin, Jake. Dan Wilson.
She never stumbles, she's got no place to fall. She never stumbles, she's got no place to fall. She's nobody's child, the Lord can't touch her all.
Hear the fiddle down. Melodica. David Wax Museum. Michael Lipton on the guitar. Ryan Kennedy on the guitar. sing the first verse. She got everything she